Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I'm here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
Charlie's Angels bombed, and it's your fault.
No, it's only men's. It's men's fault.
It's all men's fault. People did not support it. The men did not support it. Charlie's Angels bombed. $8.6 million this weekend. Came in at number 3.
And it's because of misogyny.
It's because of misogyny. That's what they're going to tell you. That is what they're already telling you. The director, Elizabeth Banks, telling you you're awful people for not seeing Charlie's Angels. We're going to talk about that. Talk about how Charlie's Angels bombs after Terminator Dark Fate bombs, and how people are drawing the wrong conclusion.
But how dare you? You've already had 37 Spider-Man movies.
37 Spider-Man movies. I did not know. I think I missed a few dozen. I missed a few dozen of these Spider-Man movies. But we're going to talk about how awful Charlie's Angels did. This is not a movie anybody wanted, just like nobody wanted Dark Fate. And then you add on top of it all the weird political crap that they throw on top of it, which just drives a wedge between the potential audience, drives people away, and then they act surprised.
Yeah.
You know, like we've seen this time and time and time again. So we're going to talk about that in this episode of Clownfish TV. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. We're at almost 75,000. We're getting close to it. We're about 1.5K away from 75,000.
That's it?
Yeah.
Yay! 100,000.
So let's do it by the end of the day. No. But thank you for the support. And also check out our gaming channel, too. We're going to be putting some gaming content over there. And we're not going to talk about any of this stuff. We're just going to play games.
That's right.
And that's it. So Elizabeth Banks defends Charlie's Angels reboot by saying there have been 37 Spider-Man movies.
Well, what started all this? So let's go to the tweet. The tweet that started all of this was that story-eyed girl on Twitter posted this, because I guess this is a comment they put. Elizabeth Banks, if Charlie's Angel bombs, it reinforces a stereotype in Hollywood. Because, you know, Hollywood doesn't stereotype anyone. That men don't go to see women do action movies. And her answer was Aliens, Aliens 3, Alien Resurrection, Terminator 2, Tomb Raider, The Fifth Element, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Charlie's Angel 2000, Wonder Woman, Ultraviolet, Resident Evil, Underworld, Hunger Games, Lucy, Matrix, Kill Bill, Crouching Tiger, Alita.
Where's Alita? Yeah, Alita was...
You know, well, there's a lot to make.
Captain Marvel.
I mean, you know, there's a lot to list. And, yeah, that people went to see that one, too, even, you know, that's questionable. But, you know, there's a lot to listen. This idea that if you don't go, it's because you're just, it's misogyny, reinforcing that men don't go see it. Because, don't you know, men are the only people that go see movies. That if it did that bad, it was all women, you know, that was all the women that went. But women didn't go either, clearly. By those numbers, women didn't go either.
If you split the population down the middle, then the movie should have at least done $50 million this weekend. If all the women went to go see Charlie's Angels, nobody wanted this movie. Nobody wanted this. Nobody asked for this.
I used to watch Charlie's Angels all the time. When I was a kid, I used to watch all the time, and the original show was good. When they had the movies out in the early 2000s, I didn't even want those. I was like, and I still don't really like them. They're okay. They're not my favorite movies. But I was like, I watched them. They're okay. I saw the commercial for this one, and I had zero desire to see it. Wait, there's 3 closets? Oh my God. It's like, let's stereotype women, but then talk about how strong they are.
God. So this is actually, look, some of these sites, I think they're starting to come around and realize it's no longer 2015. They're starting to come around because now, just a year or two ago, they would have completely defended Elizabeth Banks. Now they're like, yeah, bombed. And she said something really stupid to defend, you know, why the movie bombed. So said this weekend saw the release of the Charlie's Angel movie from director. You're right, Elizabeth Banks. I thought she was just the producer. The reboot follows footsteps of a classic television show. Yada yada. Not really, because they actually took a lot of liberties with it. You've had 37 Spider-Man movies, and you're not complaining, Banks says. I think women are allowed to have 1 or 2 action franchises every 17 years. I feel totally fine with that. Just this year, we've had Alita. We've had Captain Marvel. Yep. Again, it's debatable as to the quality of the movie, but it did make money somehow. You know, but then we also had bombs like Dark Fate. I mean, this movie, or this year, has actually been a banner year, I think, for women leading movies, but it's been a mixed bag as to how they've done financially.
What happens is, I think people are going to get their backs up because immediately the narrative is, if you're a woman and you don't you're internalized misogyny, and you don't like strong female characters unless you agree with every quote-unquote strong female character we put out there, because women need to support women. I'm a woman. I'm a strong female character. I am. And I don't have to support things that look like garbage just because it's done by women. I mean, I will support strong female characters that are done well. I will support stories that are done well, be it male or female. But, you know, I'll support strong female characters that are written well with a good story. I do not have to go see a load of shit to reinforce this idea that we have to you know, agendify everything to make it that women, because women are being kept down. Because women do get kept down in some ways. I'm not going to lie and say they aren't. I'm not going to lie and say that sometimes the dress codes aren't equal and things like that. I'm not going to lie and say that because that's not true. But, you know, these far left agenda driven films, no one wants to see this. I mean, you go for entertainment because you're like tired of the same old garbage you have to hear on the internet every day. You have to hear at work every day. You have to hear wherever every day. And then you go to the movies and you have to have more of it dumped on you. I mean, well, Doctor Who.
Yeah, Doctor Who is, you know, that's the thing. Like, I mean, look, some people had problems with the Doctor being a woman, and that's understandable.
I ironically was the one who had a problem with it.
You were. I was kind of like, well, we'll see where they go with it. And, you know, it's plausible being an alien that the Doctor could regenerate into a woman. We'll see what happens. And, you know, I thought Jodie Whittaker was actually an okay actress, but it was the storylines. It was the fact that the storylines for the last season of Doctor Who were incredibly political, incredibly preachy. Now, Doctor Who always has been a progressive show, but it wasn't usually shoved in your face in every damn episode, and it sort of became the magic school bus.
And of course, if you didn't like it, that automatically meant you were a male, and you had internalized misogyny. Because there's a lot of marginalized people who get stepped over and marginalized further because they don't follow the narrative.
Yeah, if you speak up and say, hey, I'm XYZ kind of person and I disagree with you, then you know, you're lumped in with
you're either ignored or you're called all kinds of names and told that you're internalized this or that. Yeah. Because, you know, clearly the narrative for this promotion is, if you're strong, whatever, you will support this film because otherwise you're not supporting films that represent you. It's like, this isn't representative of me.
That's blackmail.
It is blackmail. That's what this whole thing is.
It's blackmail. It's, you have to go see this movie because I'm doing it for you. And you better be grateful. And if you don't go see this movie and you don't like it because I'm doing it for you, then you're a horrible person.
And then they try to guilt people who don't. They try to guilt the people that they're supposedly preaching against. Like in this case, men apparently. Well, you know, you're just terrible male because you didn't go see this movie, and it's just proving that you don't think women deserve, you know, the attention they should get.
Yeah.
And that's not it. It just looked like shit. Sorry, that's what it is. And how sexist is that? We don't want sexism. We need to stop the sexism as we promote sexism and why we didn't think people went to the movie because it was the men. Yeah. That's sexist. I'm sorry. That's what sexism is. And you can't blame it all on men because of that really, really low ass number. Women didn't go either. So
yeah, that's just it. And you're not, you know, for all this, you know, it's emotional blackmail. They're trying to get you to go. They're trying to guilt you into going. And women aren't going either because if women, even a handful more women were going, that number would be significantly higher. We're talking 8.6 million below Midway, which did not make a lot of money either. This is the second week for Midway. To put in perspective, Joker in its like fifth or sixth week, it did 5.6 million. That's probably
more than half.
That's probably dollar theaters, and that's in a fraction of the theaters that Charlie's Angel.
Maleficent even did, you know,
and that was a bomb, and it still did better, you know, comparatively speaking. So.
Like even Terminator Dark Fate did more than half.
Well, we're going to talk about that and what this trend is. And again, you're shooting yourself in the foot because, you know, on one hand, they're crowing about how good Captain Marvel's doing. And then the other hand, they're saying that we don't get enough women in action movies and they never make any money because the men tank the movies. But
then they refuse to acknowledge the ones that isn't true for, like Aliens, Alita,
Wonder Woman did incredibly well.
Even though the screening for the new one, I guess, didn't go well.
Yeah, that disappoints
and I hope
me.
That's not true.
I love the first one.
Please don't suck. Please, for
first one was so
don't
good.
Suck. But I'm just saying, you know, it's like that. This is a load of garbage, is what it is, because it's like you're cherry picking your data, which we see them do often. But that's what they're doing here again.
Yeah, so I spoke too soon. I scrolled down and it's...
I'll say, I can't believe that they agree.
Yeah, it's a shame audiences are lining up to see the new Charlie's Angels because it's not only delightful, but it also does the beloved franchise justice.
According to who?
In fact, comicbook.com's own Matthew Aguilar called the movie fresh and funny. A fresh and funny relaunch of
Why? Back up again. Why do we need yet another relaunch? Why? Please explain to me why. Now, I guess Charlie's Angels is one you could relaunch because, you know, they would, you know, as time progressed, they probably have new angels.
Right.
But why do you have to relaunch everything? Why does everything have to be rebooted? Did anybody really want another Charlie's Angels movie? I don't think they really wanted the first crop of Charlie's Angels movies. So
no, but people went to go see the first one because that was kind of Drew Barrymore.
Bill Murray was
Bill
in
Murray,
it.
You know, and Drew Barrymore at that point in time, she was a huge box office draw.
Well, so was Cameron Diaz was too.
Yeah, and this case, I don't think not so much. But now, you know, everybody's like, hey, look, there have been a string of box office bombs. It's not just female-led movies either, because Dr. Sleep did not do well. That, again, is another reboot and sequel nobody asked for. Who makes a sequel to The Shining?
Well, you know what else?
30-some years later.
I think what it is a couple of things. I think it's too many sequels and reboots.
Yes.
It's too many movies in general. People only have so much damn money. I wish Hollywood would understand this. Disney especially. Because today Disney just announced 4 more dates for Marvel movies. So we have 4 in 2022 and 4 in 2023. And I'm like, but you're worried about brand fatigue with Star Wars? And you're doing 4 flipping Marvel movies a year? And then what's going to happen is people are not going to go. And then they're going to, you know, just...
blame men. They'll blame men.
But here's the thing. It's just, people are not made of infinite money.
Yeah.
They can only go to so many movies. Times are tough. We're going to the holidays. People, you know, they can't afford constant movies. They just can't.
No, and it is expensive. I mean, God, you know, we, you know, just to take the family even to a matinee, we're talking $40 easy, $50.
And people are they're gonna be more discerning on what they're gonna go pay the money for to go see, because they can't go to the movies every week to see 2 or 3 different releases. So they're gonna be more discerning. They might go see 1 movie a month, and it wasn't gonna be this one. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, this is direct to streaming, but you know, this comes right after Dark Fate. But again, it's not a sexist thing, because Dr. Sleep with Ewan McGregor did not do well either. But Dark Fate, it was the same thing where it told dudes basically up front, we don't want you to come see this movie. Terminator, which historically, you know, Linda Hamilton always was a strong female protagonist, but they never marketed the movie that way. When this movie came out, and it should have been a hit. I mean, they got Hamilton back, they got Schwarzenegger back, you know, they got James Cameron on board somewhat, even though we heard there were all kinds of problems during the production of the movie. This could have and should have been a hit, but they marketed, the director flat out said, you know, the men are going to hate this because we've got strong female protagonists and yada yada, so guys are like, yeah,
and imagine if it's not working anymore, where you try to bully people and saying, you know, if you don't want to be lumped in with misogyny, you'll go see this movie. People are like, I don't care. You're gonna call me whatever. Names don't even mean anything anymore, because they're just thrown out so willy-nilly over little things. No one cares anymore. It's like they're just bouncing the names off them like a little shield, like F you, don't care. And the thing is that you need to stop making these stupid pandering movies. Just make good movies that happen to be female-led. Make good movies that happen to have representation or be diverse in some way. That this happen to be an aspect of the film. But stop making that be your number one aspect of your film, because it's pushy and it doesn't work, and you're just alienating people right out of the gate. Just make good movies. How hard is that? And stop rebooting every effing thing. Make up something new. Use your brain. Try
harder next time.
That's right. Stop rebooting everything and then rebooting it with an agenda and then being like, why is no one coming? And I don't know.
Yeah, and then it always becomes just an easy blame. Like, Hollywood does not want to take responsibility for itself. You know, and we see how movies like The Joker, which nobody had expectations for The Joker, but they put a damn good movie out there. They did not insult people, and they actually told the media, which I think is the biggest problem. They told them to go lay down.
Yeah, they need to all tell them to go lay down.
And look, he danced his way to $1 billion at the box office. Terminator, which could have been a $1 billion movie if they played their cards right, failed miserably. Charlie's Angels, nobody wants it. Nobody wanted this movie.
Stop blaming men and stop telling women that, you know, they have to support all women. You know, and if they don't support female-led things like this, that they're somehow less than as a woman. I'm so tired of it. Like, one person said, you know, I'm tired of women pretending to be men with tits, and that's supposed to be strong female characters. Yeah, there's a lot of reasons women are strong, and it goes beyond that. I'm sorry, but it does. I know a lot of really strong females that, you know, are moms, are, you know, caretakers, are normal women who are just amazingly kick-ass. They didn't have to grab a gun and go show men, you know, where you belong. You know, they didn't have to. They didn't have to pretend they were a dude with boobs to He's trying not to laugh at me.
I'm thinking I really want to see this movie. I want to see this movie called Men with Tits, and I imagine it would be kind of like Tropic Thunder, but with an all-female cast. That'll be the all-female reboot of Tropic Thunder. It will be called Men with Tits. And
I'd actually pay. People would probably go see that one.
They would go see Men with Tits.
And then they have to have their guns. They have to go when they shoot people. I got tits.
What the?
That's where men's faces belong.
Okay. But yeah, it's just, this is not working in Hollywood. No matter how hard you try to push it, no matter how, I think you look, the pendulum is swinging back. Like I said, I keep joking that these people are living in 2014, 2015, and it's entirely correct. And same with the bloggers, and same with Twitter, where the pendulum is swinging back and the guilt card doesn't work anymore. You can't guilt people into seeing bad movies. They'll go see what they want to see. And the more you try to tell them they're awful if they don't go see it, people are like, yeah, this doesn't work anymore.
An honest review, same thing.
Yeah.
It does tell you you're a misogynist because you didn't like it. No, it was just shit. Sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't want to see this one. I can't tell you if it's good or bad, to be fair, because I didn't go see this one. I'm not going to go see this one because I honestly have no interest to see this one. I thought the first two were enough. I don't think you need to reboot it for one. The behavior's been garbage, and Elizabeth Banks definitely turned me off because I'm like, up yours, Elizabeth Banks, and I'm a girl. But a lot of women must have thought that, or they would have done a hell of a lot better than they did.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Nobody. Yeah. Who is this for? And Hollywood keeps making these movies. Who are they for? They're not for general audiences. You know, you make a good movie for general audiences, people will come. But as soon as you start to niche yourself, like you always say, niche yourself into oblivion, where you're like, well, it's only certain kinds of people we want to come see the movie, then you're only going to get certain kinds of money.
The certain kinds of people went to see the movie, and they made less than $8 million. They're upping it to $8 million. It was actually less than $8 million. It was like 7 point, or no, it was 8 point there. Okay, the other site said it was less. It wasn't 7 point. Okay, 8.6. So it was almost 9. Okay. Yeah. Another site said it was 7.8 or something. So, 8.6. No, wait.
Oh no, China. It's bombing. 7.8 million for.
Okay, so that's just China. So look, you know
China's
what?
not going to save it.
It's not going to work. I'm sorry. I can't say anything else about this.
No, I third place. That's terrible. That is terrible. And it just, throw another body on the pile. But again, when you've got movies like Alita and Wonder Woman and et cetera, you can't make that argument that people aren't supporting women in the lead action movies. No,
they're not. But this is not true.
And the first Charlie's Angels did incredibly well when it came out. It was a huge hit. That's why I got a sequel. Huge hit back in the day. So clearly something is amiss. Maybe Elizabeth Banks, maybe you need to take a look in the mirror and own it. These directors refuse to own it.
Yeah, it can't be my fault. It has to be all you man babies, Ryan Johnson. Can't be my fault. It's men, Elizabeth Banks.
And whoever directed Deadpool dude, was it Tim Miller, directed Terminator?
It's not my fault. It's all these toxic men.
Yeah. That's it. These directors, Hollywood, they don't want to take responsibility for their own shortcomings. So, tough shit.
I know. Pretty much.
So we're going to move on.
Tough titties. That's what they should call it.
Tough titties. Oh my God, I would go see Tough Titties.
I'm just saying.
Tough Titties. Coming to a theater near you, and if you don't go see it, you're a misogynist.
Hey, man. Yo. Tough titties.
All right, so we're going to wrap this one up. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants here on Clownfish TV.
Bye.
Goodbye. Hey guys, thanks for watching Clownfish TV. Please consider supporting the channel. Go to clownfishsupport.com. That's clownfishsupport.com. And if you want to join our community, go to clownfishtalk.com. That's clownfishtalk.com. Please subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. We will talk to you next time.